Hi, welcome back to our talk on character. I'm John Patrick Hickey. Now, I told you the last time that we're going to talk about a tool this time that was probably the most controversial of all the tools that we're going to talk about. And again, I just want to quickly remind you that these tools are not part of good character themselves. These are things that help us build good character. These are universal, that everyone can apply these. They are not qualities within themselves. They are things to help us build that good character. And the tool I want to talk to you about now is a thing called friends. So, why are friends so controversial? Well, because they arouse a lot of emotion in us. And the thing is that with friends, sometimes we have to let some of them go. Now, you might think, well, I'm not abandoning my friends. Well, it's not a case of abandoning your friends. And let me start off by encouraging you, I don't want you to abandon your friends. There are people who say, yes, you got to cut yourself loose, leave them all behind. No, but I think you need to be ready to be cut loose and left behind. Because often that happens when we make decisions that we're going to change who we are, we're going to change our behavior, and we're going to change the direction of our life. You see, our friends have a great influence on us. They have a power over us unlike any that any other people have. Now, friends are important, and I wish we had the time to go into the whole dynamic of friendship, because it's so important and it's so vital to who we are as people. But I just want to quickly touch on the fact that your friends are going to influence your character far more than you will influence theirs. See, there's a lot of people who make the decision that they might hang around with people who have done things that, you know, are in the areas that they don't want to do anymore. I'm not saying that their friends are horrible people and do terrible things, but their lifestyle might not be the lifestyle that you want to follow anymore. That part of your decision in building character is leaving some of the behavior behind. And you think, well, I'm going to stay with my friends because I want to be an influence for good. I want to be an influence to help them to change. Never happens. It just never happens. What always happens is our friends will always bring us back. We will never pull them forward. Never happens. If you want to be a true influence on the people who you care about, on a new and a better behavior, then move forward. Just continue to move forward, and they'll watch you. They'll see you. They'll see the change in your life. And they will either follow you or they'll allow you to walk away. But they're not going to be pulled with you by any means. It just doesn't happen. It would be nice to think that it does, and it would be nice to think that you could be a great influence. Fact is, it just doesn't happen. Our friends will always pull us back. Those who we love the most, many times, will be the ones to keep us from making the changes. They don't do it out of a viciousness. They don't do it out of a dislike for us, out of some evil intent. They do it because they do care about us, and they don't want to see us change. They don't want to see those things happen because to them they don't understand. They don't see the purpose of it the way that you do because it's in your life. So I want to encourage you that it takes a great deal of courage when it deals with friends and the people who we love when it comes to making changes in your life. You have to have that courage to move forward and to be able to take a stand, in a sense, and just continue to follow life. Just make your decision, follow it, stay with it. Don't worry about leaving your friends. Believe me, once they see that you've made those changes, they will most likely either follow you or they will leave you, one or the other. and you just have to let it go. It's a difficult choice, but it's one that we need to make. And it's one that is important for giving us the strength and the ability to continue to develop that right character that we so desire to happen in our life. Next tool that I want to talk to you about is one that will go on for the rest of your life. At least I hope it does. For many, they tend to abandon it early and live to suffer the consequences. But for those of us who truly desire to develop character, there is nothing that can replace that hunger for learning. But that's on our next video. For the Growth Center, this is John Patrick Hickey, and I do want to encourage you to live your purpose and change your